Welcome to the new series of horror books that I think I could survive, and I have reasons why I think I could. We're going to be starting with The Lost by Natasha Preston because the entire time I read this book, I'm like, oh, I could survive that. I most definitely, maybe could survive that. So let's get into it. Also, there is spoilers in this video, so if you don't want spoilers, keep scrolling. So The Lost follows these two girls, one being our main character, and they are kidnapped by these two guys. But it turns out that there's three guys because they are then put into this thing called The Game. And in this game, there are 5 rooms plus a 6, but the 6 is different than the 5. So the 5 rooms, it's kind of like a mental torture method for the entire thing. So there's room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's room 0. So rooms 1 through 5, I'm going to read it right from the book. So room 1 is sound, room 2 is temperature, room 3 is light, room 4 is sleep deprivation, and room 5 is water. And room 0 is where you and another one of the players fight to the death. So each room you have to test your mental ability. So we're going to go through all the rooms and I'll explain to you why I think I would survive these rooms or not survive these rooms. So let's get into it. So room 1 is sound, and there's like speakers all over the room and they just play really high frequencies, go to low, really high again. I would be a bomb ass bitch at this one because I'm half deaf in one ear. I can't hear for shit. So, like, if someone's talking right next to me, I can barely hear them. If someone's all the way across the room, they don't exist. So I think I could survive this one pretty well. Maybe. I think I could. Room 2 being temperature. I love the summer months. I love things that are warm. I sleep with 4 blankets a night with a long sleeve shirt and long pants. That's just the preface for that. I don't do well in the cold, but I could do the warm weather. So if I keep my clothes on when it's like blasting desert heat, I think I'll be fine because I'd be like curled up and all happy. And then the cold would come and wake me up and I'm like, okay, at least I still have my clothes and a little blanket. I think I would survive this one. It would be very hard for me, but I think I could do this one. Room 3 is light. Okay, hear me out on this one. I am blind as a bat without my contacts in. I think I could survive the light version of it, like when the lights are all the way on. I think I could survive that. The darkness, I'm fine with. Darkness, I love darkness. Love to sleep in the pitch black. Light, on the other hand, I think would be very hard for me, even without my contacts in. So this one, because the rooms get harder as you go, and I really think light would kind of screw with me a little bit. But solid, I think I could survive it. Would I be miserable? Yes. But not dead. Room 4, sleep deprivation. I think I could do this one. Considering I'll stay up all night to write. I used to work night shift. I used to work 16-hour shifts on night shift. And I'm a night person and a morning person at the same time. Once I'm up, I could be up for days. Easy. And now comes the one I would not survive, and that is room 5, where you are waterboarded. And if you don't know what waterboarding is, it is where you are turned upside down on a table, you are strapped down with a cloth on your face, and people pour water on you, and it feels like you're drowning. And everyone knows I have a fear of the water. I hate water. Biggest fear. Can't stand it, but I know it's all in your head and I can hold my breath for a really long time. So I think if I like had myself very composed, I would be able to do it. I would not be mentally sane after I did it, but I could do it. And finally, there's room 0. Now, again, you'll have to hear me out. In this room, there's just a table and 2 knives, and that's it. And it's you and one other person. All I gotta say, survival of the fittest. If it was me and my best friend in there, I'd let her stab me. I ain't gonna stab her. I love her too much. I would let her stab me because I'm not gonna do that to her. No. But if it's someone that I absolutely hate or despise, or even just someone that is like, well, I'm gonna kill you so I can win. Girl, you grab that knife, I'm grabbing that one too. And I got sharp nails, so I'm gonna claw your eyes out. End of story. And another point, if I was kidnapped for a couple days and I didn't take my medicine, girl, all of those emotions would be coming out. And I can get very, very crazy. So I think I could survive that. So overall, out of 10, 1 being the, like, I would not survive, and 10 being I would survive, I would give this an 8, okay? Taking off points because waterboarding would kill me, because fear of water, and no thank you. I could survive sleep deprivation, I hope. Light would screw me up. Temperature would kill my body, but I would survive. And sound, I'm not really worried about. Room 0, I wouldn't want to do it. But if someone's coming at me, I'm not just going to let them come at me. So overall, I think 8 out of 10, I would survive this book. I would be very mentally traumatized. But I think I could do it. If you want a good book that's going to make you think, it's like Saw, but for your mental, like your mental status, check this out. Because the entire time I was like, could I survive that? I don't know if I'm mentally there enough to survive that. But I think I could. 8 out of 10, I would survive.